I pulled into the driveway just as the porch light flicked on. 12 hours behind the wheel, a bottle of cheap gas station coffee still burning in my stomach. My brother stood there, arms crossed, a half smile that wasn't a smile. "Oh," he said, scratching his neck, "we actually had the engagement dinner yesterday. Just close family." Close family. The words hung between us like barbed wire. My jaw clenched, but I forced the corners of my mouth up, a practiced smile. Years of pretending had taught me that skill. "I see," I said softly. "Well, congratulations." I didn't hug him. I didn't step inside. I got back in my car and drove to the cheap motel 2 towns over, letting the fluorescent hum lull me into the kind of sleep where anger sharpens, not fades. He wasn't always cruel. That's the part that stings the most. When our parents died, he was 18, I was 20. He looked to me for everything: tuition forms, rent, even laundry. I carried him through the fire. I worked 2 jobs to keep us afloat while he studied. When he graduated, I cheered louder than anyone. I thought loyalty was permanent, blood thicker than betrayal. I was wrong. The cracks started small. Holidays where my name was accidentally left off the group text. Family photos where I wasn't called to join. The fiancé, sweet-faced in public, whispering venom in private. "You cling too much," she told me once when he wasn't listening. "Let him live his own life." I laughed it off then. I shouldn't have. The night of that dinner, the one I wasn't welcome at, my brother's Instagram filled with smiling faces, raised glasses, arms around each other. Everyone but me. My stomach twisted, but my face remained calm. I didn't comment. I didn't like the photos. I only screenshotted. Evidence. You see, he had tied himself to me without realizing it. When our parents' estate was settled, I became the executor. Their savings, their home, their investments, all placed under my careful management. He was younger, reckless. They trusted me to protect him, even from himself. So I did. Quietly, over years, I built safeguards. A trust fund with my signature as the key. Property deeds in both our names, but the power of sale in mine. Joint accounts that looked like they were his, but were tethered to my authorization. He never asked questions. Why would he? The money always worked, the card always swiped. Rent was paid, tuition cleared, vacations covered. I was the invisible engine behind his life. Until he decided I wasn't close family. 5 days after I drove away from that house, his name flashed on my phone. I answered, my voice steady, knowing exactly what was coming. "Hey," he said, breathless, panic cutting through his usual arrogance. "The card doesn't work. I tried the ATM, the grocery store, nothing. Did the bank screw something up?" I leaned back in my chair, swirling the glass of water in my hand like it was whiskey. "Oh," I said, mirroring his tone from that night. "I forgot to mention, I made some adjustments." "What do you mean, adjustments?" His voice cracked. "I mean," I said slowly, savoring each word, "the accounts are frozen. The trust is locked. The house deed, the one you and your fiancé plan to live in, is no longer accessible to you. Not without me." Silence. I could hear his breathing, shallow, erratic. "You can't—" "I can," I cut in, and I did, remember? Close family only. That was the climax, the quiet strike of my revenge. Not loud, not messy, just control slipping through his fingers, one asset at a time. He thought cutting me out would be clean. He forgot who held the pen. The following week, calls poured in. His fiancée first, sugar turning sour in her tone. "You're ruining his life." I only replied, "Funny, he ruined mine at 12 hours and a doorstep." Then extended family chimed in, shaming me for being cold. I sent them copies of documents, signatures, proof of who had carried the weight all these years.
The noise died quickly. By month's end, his credit cards bounced. His engagement party deposits evaporated. The ring, financed, not bought, was repossessed. He moved back into that old house, the one with peeling wallpaper and creaking floors, because it was all he had left. And me? I slept soundly. Do I regret it? No. I gave him everything once. He mistook that for weakness. He thought love was unconditional, that betrayal would earn nothing more than forgiveness. But I am not a saint. I am a ledger, and debts always come due. So when he stood there, red-eyed, begging me to reverse it, I only said one thing: you should have saved me a seat. It's strange how silence can be louder than screams. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't break a single law. I just withdrew what was mine to give. And as I watched him unravel, piece by piece, I realized the truth. Family isn't defined by blood. It's defined by